Okay, so we're here today with Julian Velez. He's a young business owner of the Caroice. He's a custom clothing brand and jewelry. Thanks, Julian, for coming today and help us with this project. It's a pleasure to have you here.
And it's a pleasure to be here, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, Julian, can you tell us about your business?
Sure. So I run a jewelry and custom clothing line business where I buy jewelry in bulk, like moissanite, and I sell it for a marked up price. And I also do custom clothing, so sweaters, shirts, and we have different designs that are very popular. And that pretty much sums it up.
Perfect, Julian. Are you using social media platforms right now?
Yes, I am currently using a couple, some more than others. I'm using Instagram mostly, with a lot of TikTok, and I'm trying to get more into the Snapchat side of things. I think that's like a good place to like show a lot more exposure, and Twitter for sure, and a little bit of Facebook. That's where I started off with Facebook.
Which platform is the one you use most often?
I think I started off with Facebook, like Facebook Marketplace. It's a good place to start. You know, you can pay for your own ads on the Facebook side of things. But towards when I started getting more exposure and more demand, I started shifting things towards TikTok and like Instagram a lot more. I find that there's more users on that actively throughout the day. So I'd say TikTok and Instagram are my top two, for sure.
Okay, Julian, can I ask you what social media strategies do you have in place?
Sure, of course. So I think I can break it down to like three different categories. My first one being micro influencers. I like to focus on, you know, giving out my products in high quality to micro influencers that help kind of elevate the brand image, create more exposure locally. I've noticed that there's certain areas that, depending on how powerful that the influencer is, there's more views go up in like TikTok, for example. The second one would be partnerships. So having like your network. I think your network's your greatest currency. So local DJs wearing your own merch. You got local artists as well. And last but not least, I would say just focusing on like making like proper content that's trending right now on TikTok. You can really see what is kind of taking place in certain parts of the world and regions. So we try to just, you know, have that exposure with our brand on trendy top subjects, so we're able to get more exposure, right, and more clicks. Those would be
Nice.
the main three. Thank you.
Have you ever had success with those social media strategies?
I think so. I think the first year, it was a little bit of a slow start, but when we started getting close to making like 50K, in like our first month, we I feel like the real success took off when it compounded when we went over to like TikTok. I think, you know, having like the micro influencers and also like getting more focused on like the trending stuff as well. There's a lot more exposure there from the social media side, so it definitely helped us go up quite a bit. Like it pretty much like 4x our revenue per month, for sure.
Is there any social media platform you don't use?
I'd say we don't use YouTube enough. Does YouTube count as a social media platform?
Yeah,
I feel like
sure.
YouTube doesn't really, yeah, we don't really use YouTube enough. And I'd say like the Twitter or X, we don't use it enough. And I think there's always potential to make money there, but we're just more focused on the things that have been working for us. So why not change the strategy when it's working? So that's what we're focused on right now.
Okay, Julian, have you ever underutilized any social media platform? If yes, why?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, I think there's always, when we're trying to find ways to improve ourselves, we do find where we might have underutilized a social media platform. I think Facebook has a lot of untapped potential because there's a bigger, broader range of people on Facebook daily. So we have like not as many young people, but there is a lot of older people that spend a lot more time or have a lot more free time to be on social media just as much, right? So I think we might be underutilizing Facebook, so that might be where we're heading towards 2025 in terms of getting more exposure. But yeah.
Thank you very much, Julian, for your help. It's a pleasure to have you here, and we wish you the best of luck with your company.
Thank you. Follow us on Caroice right here, okay?